Hello, welcome to Revenant Reads. I'm Vin, and today I'm just going to show some new books that I recently got either in the mail or in bookstores. Picked up a few things that just figured show off a little bit, and if people have read these books, I'd love to hear your thoughts on them. The first thing are a few things that I got in the mail. All right, the first one is Penguin Classics, the Penguin Book of Modern African Poetry. I had gotten this in anticipation for a reading event that I'm going to be participating in January, which is Reading Africa 2022, where myself and a bunch of other great booktubers, led by Mark over at Book Time with Elvis, using the Africa Cup of Nations soccer tournament as an excuse to basically read literature, books from or about African countries, those who are participating in the tournament, and following certain countries. I had the Ivory Coast drawn for me, so I've been looking into options to read about the Ivory Coast. And I'll be following that team through the tournament. If they were defeated by or knocked out by another country, then I will then follow that country. In anticipation of that, some of those countries are incredibly obscure, tiny little islands sometimes. It's going to be very difficult to find books. So I did pick this up for that, so that I will have plenty of poetry from around the continent to dive into should I have to read, especially at short notice, literature from an obscure African country. So that's why I picked this one up. I also got in the mail, and this is related to another reading that I'm going to be doing with Mark over at Book Time with Elvis. He and I are looking at Gothic literature. I think maybe every month or every other month or so, we're going to go through 18th and 19th century Gothic literature. In October, read Vathek, and in December, we're going to take a look at Anne Radcliffe, The Mysteries of Udolpho. I have not read Anne Radcliffe before. I think that opinions are a little bit mixed on this one. As far as I know, I think it might be a little bit boring for some people. I am mostly interested because I want to see the Radcliffean style of Gothic. So Mark and I are going to read this together. I think we got a few people that might want to join in with us as well. But I bought this in anticipation for that reading for December. I got a couple other things in the mail. So I got one over here behind me. I had picked up 2 Star Trek books, and these are Autobiography Star Trek books. This one I actually finished already. I listened to it mostly on audiobook, actually, because Kate Mulgrew, who played Catherine Janeway, did the audiobook. So I got these in, I guess, a couple weeks ago now, but I just haven't filmed anything about it. I got the autobiography of Captain Janeway, the history of the captain who went further than any had before, and also the autobiography of Jean-Luc Picard, the story of Starfleet's most inspirational, or one of Starfleet's most inspirational captains. See them on the back. And these are really kind of, what they sound like. They are fake autobiographies of these individuals. And they seem like just, good fun. One of the things I like is they have these photoshopped images in the middle there. See if I can find a decent one. Here's the so you got a photoshopped, Patrick Stewart made to look like a, I guess a young ensign or something like that, in an older Starfleet uniform. So, these things are fun. And they essentially take you through these captains or these figures, their early childhood through their Starfleet career up to a certain point. So again, I read the Janeway one, which I enjoyed, and I've made a video about. And I'll probably read this one maybe for next year's book track. I'm not sure exactly when I'll get to it, but they just seem fun. And I'll probably also pick up some of the other ones. They have ones on for Kirk and Spock and everything as well. One that I picked up at a bookstore near me. Recently, I had read SPQR by Mary Beard, History of the Roman Empire, or at least of ancient Rome, even before the empire. And I've determined that in 2022, I do want to read more ancient history, something that I used to read a lot of, maybe about 10 years ago, but for some reason I kind of fell out of it and realized how much I missed it after reading the landmark Herodotus over the summer. So I saw this one in the bookstore and I thought this looked right up my alley. So this is A Fatal Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, Murder in Ancient Rome. So that's what I guess what it sounds like, right? It's basically looking at murder in the ancient Roman world. I'm guessing all kinds of things, like we've got political assassinations, people beheaded in the Forum, bunch of murdered emperors. So I guess it kind of goes to, again, I haven't read this yet, but political, cultural, social, different repercussions and context of murder. And I like the inside is a bunch of, Roman, sort of, not quite gladiuses, but they actually look more like older Bronze Age swords, maybe Iron Age. But yeah, this looks like it'll be fun. And I got two other things at the bookstore. I still need to get the third, but this goes in line with me wanting to read more about the ancient world. And I got two books from Stephen Fry, reimagining of Greek myths, basically. Got Mythos, beautiful looking book, and I have Troy. So Stephen Fry is somebody who I do like. I haven't really read anything by him. I'm familiar with him, of course, through film, through his documentaries. He also did a really good, I guess not quite audiobook, more like audio documentary for Audible a couple of years ago called Victorian Secrets, where he basically looked at the underworld and the unmentionable aspects of Victorian society. And it was really good. I think he came out with a sequel about Edwardian society as well, that I haven't checked out yet. But I like his style, his sense of humor. I always enjoy him. So I figured his versions of these Greek myths and stories will be great. And there is a third in this series called Heroes, which the bookstore near me did not have. So I've only picked up Mythos and Troy, but I will pick up Heroes whenever I see it, or maybe I'll ask them to order it for me. So yeah, those are the new books that I have gotten. Let me see if I can make a stack here. Either from the mail or from the local bookstore. So I got Troy Mythos by Stephen Fry, got the autobiography of Catherine Janeway, and that of Jean-Luc Picard. Got A Fatal Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum about murder in ancient Rome. Got the Penguin book of modern African poetry, and Anne Radcliffe's The Mysteries of Udolpho. All right. Thank you, BookTube.